Hey, what's up? It's Josh with Reticulous.com, and what I'm going to do in the next 5 to 10 minutes in this video is I'm going to walk through a couple of lead generation web pages that one of our buyer leads by tonight customers is using. And so what basically Derek, who's using this, he says in an email to me, also, if you get a moment, could you take a look at my website and give me some feedback on them? I'm trying to implement some of the stuff from the BLBT system I have. If you don't have buyer leads by tonight, there's a link below that you can get more information. But here's what we're going to do. He's got two sites that he's using, one for sellers and one for buyers. And I'm just going to give some basic feedback on those sites and then give him a little plan of action to implement on Craigslist. So what to post, in what order, how to do it. Now, Derek is actually a wholesaler. He's not a real estate agent or real estate broker, but these principles apply regardless of whatever type of real estate professional you are. So you're going to get benefit out of this. So get a pen and paper handy and let's check these things out. So here's the site he is using for buyers. All right. And it says, do you want to have first dibs on the best real estate wholesale deals in the Jacksonville market? This is an okay headline. We might be able to make it a little bit better. Who else wants insider access to the best wholesale deals in the Jacksonville market? So again, who else wants insider access to the best real estate wholesale deals in the Jacksonville, Florida market? Or who else wants immediate access to private real estate wholesale deals? Something like that. I actually, this page is pretty sharp, but I actually think we might, it might be too colorful, there might be too much going on here. We have found that a really simple, clean looking site like this is one we set up for a private client of ours just the other day. Clean white page, red headline. I'm not sure what happened. It's all garbled up a little bit, but actually let's try a different one here. But and of course I can't find the other one I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this one's garbled up too. But here's the point. We'll have to take a look at that. But anyway, you've got it's just a clean white page, which we found to be really effective. The headline is in red text. It's bold. We've got bullet points down here, and then the call to action on the right side. So he's got the right layout here, and we've got the opt-in form on the right side. We've got some information on the this side, and then some additional information below. So let's take a look at these bullet points. It says, secret confession, I've discovered a way to secure an endless supply of cheap local houses for pennies on the dollar, and I'd like to give them to you. I personally control them all, and I would try and reposition that bullet point about them. So you don't have to fight the general public because I control them all, or something like that. No one has access to these houses but me. Again, make it about them. Make it about them. So you'll only those on my insiders access list have access to these properties, or something like that. Turn it around. Those first two are more about you. Make them about what's in it for them. And all of them are under 50% of market value. I like that one. I would make it all of them are under 51% of market value, or you'll never pay more than 49% of market value. Something like that. Anytime, you always want to try and replace when you are doing copy. You always want to try and replace I and me with you. Okay, so even I have discovered a way to secure an endless supply of cheap local houses, you'll have immediate access to my endless supply of cheap local houses. So I know you have you at the end. Put that at the beginning, okay? Really hook them in. Hook them in. Okay, so let's do something. Let's play with the headline here. And let's make these more about them. And you may even want to consider a more clean-looking page, something like that. All right, so that's the buyer's site. This is the site he's using for sellers. It's nice and clean. Home sellers, are you still trying to sell your house? I would capitalize you and your. Okay, just grab them a little bit more. Sell your property fast, even if you've tried almost everything. Get an all-cash offer on your house, regardless of location, condition, size, and price. You can close quickly, often within the next 30 days, and get rid of your problem property. If you need to sell fast, look no further. This I like. This is all about them. This is great. Sell your home fast. It's not about me or I. It's all about you, your. That is how you hook somebody in. So I think this one is great. We probably just need to get some motivated sellers to this page. So here's the formula that we're going to use. I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm going to pull something up here that we can walk through. Okay, so I brought up our Craigslist lead capture ad action map. And if you don't have access to this, I'll put a link to it in the resources below this video where you can get a video training all about this and get the actual action map. But let's lay out an action map specifically for Derek. Now, Derek, I know, has in his inventory, at least at the time of this recording, 3 or 4, maybe 5 houses. So what Derek is going to do is he's going to create multiple ads for each one of those wholesale properties. And in Derek's case, he's going to post them under real estate for sale by owner, not by broker. Okay? So what he's going to need to do is for each and every one, put an attention-grabbing headline. In Derek's case, because they're wholesale houses and they're below market value, I would focus on that. Similar to this one, which was this ad example was focused on price. Now, there are multiple examples in here, and not all of them are around price. In fact, this is the only one for which the attention-grabbing headline was about the price and the value. So, you know, you won't believe, let's see, or check out this Jacksonville, maybe the specific area wholesale deal, only 36% of after repair value or something like that. Play up how far undervalued it is. So that's part number 1. In number 2, we want to have an image ad or a text link ad with a strong call to action, linking them over to your buyer's site. So where's my action map? So here, either an image ad, which you can get access to our image ad generator. If you have access to the Buyer Leads Buy Tonight program, you can use it immediately. If you don't have access, there's a link below. You can get more information. You can create a text link ad, which is the like down here where it says, click here for the best buys. Or you could create an image ad, and we show you how to do that. This is basically a banner ad. So you could say, click here for immediate access to all of, click here for, what was our headline recommendation? Click here for insider access to all, insider access to the best real estate wholesale deals. Private. Click here for insider access to all, to a private list of all the best real estate wholesale deals in Jacksonville. Okay, so that's something we could do at the top here. Then I would have just really basic information. Ranch house, Jacksonville, Florida, or if it's in a suburb, price, and put the price or best offer. For picture and details, go here. Now, this is the one thing that I don't know if you have access to, Derek, or what you're using there, but that is for pictures and details. I would send them to a single property website. That's a single property page just for that listing, which would give more pictures and details. And ideally on the right side, it would say, for other wholesale deals like this one, let me show an example here. So the example that I'm sending that particular ad in the action map is, yes, this ranch house is only $50,000. Look, I have very, very sketch details. I've got some images. I probably should have put down here, well, I know I should have, call or text me if you'd like a private showing on this property or something like that. But over here is where you can turn every one of these into its own lead capture trap. Lead generation is, you can say get a list of all, or this is where you could say, again, get insider access to a list of all the private real estate wholesale deals in Jacksonville, Florida right now. Something like that. So that's what you could do there in the middle. And then the bottom, okay, number 4 here, is where I would put a link to your seller page. Need to sell your house quickly? Need to sell your home quickly? Click here, okay? Real simple. Need to sell quickly? Click here. Then basically just, your contact information below, and you may want to put an image through Craigslist image uploader at the very bottom, maybe just one image. That's kind of, that you could go either way, okay? That's kind of up to you. That one is optional. That's the word I was looking for. Tough word. But 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're not optional. You have to be doing that. So Derek, for you, this is what I would be doing. I would post at least 3 or 4 times a day using this method. I'd post maybe 2 ads around lunchtime, and I'd post 2 ads in the evening after dinner, following this process. So again, just one more time, and you can, in the resources below, if you want to download the action map and get a video, I'll put a link there to do that. But just to be clear, attention-grabbing headline, an image ad, a banner ad, or even a text link ad up here that just says, a link over to your buyer site, basic information about the wholesale deal that you're marketing, and then the second part of the sandwich, I'd link to your seller site. So need to sell quickly? Click here. Or, and take any of the good copy on here. Click here if you need to sell your property fast, even if you've tried everything, almost everything. Or home sellers. Are you still trying to sell your house? Click here, okay? That's what I would put at the bottom. That's what I would use part 4 here, and then you might want to upload an image. Okay, so I mentioned a couple times our Buyer Leads by Tonight program. This is what Derek is using. It's basically a comprehensive lead generation system, everything you need to turn Craigslist into your own cash machine and lead generation machine. There's information for that below in the resources area below this video. Also, I'll put a link where you can download this action map and watch a 12 or 15 minute video training of me walking through this in its entirety and going through the different examples as well. So, lastly, if you have any comments or questions, please post them below, and do us a huge favor. Click that like button, share this on your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Google+, spread the good word. Help your fellow professionals, and we'll talk again real soon. Check out those resources. Click the like, share, comment, leave us questions. Talk soon.